It's not the pandemic market anymore. It's not it's not pre-pandemic market anymore. This is completely different. And now you have to go back to the basics where you are building relationships while also embracing technology that has grown so much while you have been pandemic market busy.
The BombCast, mercifully short stories for the trusted advisor.
Jelaire, you travel all over the nation, like we talked about just a moment ago, to train your MCs, to attend events, to speak at these events. And you talk with a lot of MCs and LOs that are outside of your company as well. And I'm sure you're hearing themes in the mortgage industry that we can address today. So what are you hearing about the proper intersection of human and tech?
So right now in the current market that we're in, it's all very relationship focused, right? So everybody's talking about building relationships. And what's funny about this is that, what are we in October? 10 months ago, we at PHM started having these conversations. It's not the pandemic market anymore. It's not pre-pandemic market anymore. This is completely different. And now you have to go back to the basics where you are building relationships while also embracing technology that has grown so much while you have been pandemic market busy. And that is really hard for people. So how are we marrying the technology with the building of relationships? But when I'm on the road, that's all anybody is talking about, whether they're people who sit in similar positions to me or loan officers that work for other companies, or even executives for different mortgage companies and different technology companies. We're all talking about the same thing. We're all talking about the power of relationships. And I love this conversation because for as long as I can remember, I've always had a conversation about you can use the technology to also have human connection. You can do that. Like, how do you leverage the technology to connect with more people? That is the question you should be asking, not, oh God, I have all this technology, but I still have to pick up the phone and make phone calls. There are ways to bring everything together so that it streamlines your process, makes your teams more efficient, and allows you to make better human connections. But we're all talking about relationships. That's what we're talking about.
And that's why I say automate the things you can and personalize the things you should, because there are some things that you can absolutely run through a sequence. And there are moments in the customer journey that need to be personalized.
Yes.
What are some moments where you say to your team, hey, this needs to be personalized, whether it be with a personal video message or a phone call or even an evergreen video, just to get that FaceTime and maintain that relationship and rapport?
Yeah. So the way that we work here is when we look at our technology stack, we try to identify the places within the technology where people can build relationships, where they can create better, moments with their clients, with their leads, with their agents, et cetera. And so we break those moments down a little bit differently, right? Like, what are the moments that are phone call worthy? Like, these are the top 5 things in the tech stack that are giving you opportunities to pick up the phone and call somebody and make a connection that way. And then when you do that, look how you can leverage the technology to move that relationship forward. With taking notes, adding tasks, holding yourself accountable, letting your team know, keeping everybody in the loop. But also the other bucket is, where can we automate some of that connection, right? And so our team here at PHM does a really awesome job of setting foundation, right? We need the foundation set, but we're also going to identify moments within that foundation where you can create more personalized messages. And we push video big. We're big on that. So we say birthdays, right? First year loan anniversaries. That's the big one, right? Congratulations when they close. You've just filled out your application. We're super excited to get started with you. These are big moments that can make an impact if there was a video involved, right? And so we do divide them into buckets, a phone call bucket and then a video bucket. And we just make sure like they know these are your top 5 places for phone calls. These are the top 5 places you can make an impact within the journeys or within the campaigns that are in the system. And so, we try to level it out like that, not overwhelming them, top 5 spots where they can make that stuff happen and really just repeating it. We're on repeat, right? Explaining it in different ways, teaching it in different ways, challenging them in different ways so that they start to adopt and use the technology.
And create that habit.
Yes. Yeah.
I love that you're talking about building that foundation that takes the guesswork out of it.
Right.
Because people are complex enough, right?
Yep.
And sure, the process may look the same, but every human being is different. So
correct.
Being able to have the energy and the mental capacity to show up for your clients in the way they need you to show up, because you don't have to guess and iterate through the process. It's a proven process that is already laid out for you.
Right.
When this happens, this happens. I love
that.
The BombCast. Mercifully short stories for the trusted advisor.